Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Before we go on with today's video, all I ask is for you guys to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing, right? Yeah, thank you. Now, what do I have for you guys on a Sunday? As I take my time off my day, I had no choice but to do this video. You see, as Tesla software engineering VP departs on the heels of them losing market share for the last 3 years, they've been losing market share, and the head of their software engineering has just departed. And this is right after they launched the new Model Y, not only in China, but in America and Canada. In America, their starting price is $49,900. You heard that right, $49,900. Whereas in China, an Onvo is only $20,000, just a little over $20,000, which is superior to the Model Y in every way possible. In Canada, the Model Y is starting now at $69,900. It shows you without competition what happens. This is exactly why the tariffs have been in place to prevent this type of competition, because here in America, the government, the big brother says, we knows what's best for you. Shut your mouth, go to work, pay high taxes, and have cars that you can't afford, have homes you can't afford, pay until you die. Like Soros said in the last economic forum, you will own nothing and you will be happy. This is their plan. But we have other plans, don't we? Yes, we do. As investors, we will be part of the 1% while the 99% stay poor and die poor. So, in contrast, to show you why I keep and to prove why I keep investing into NIO, the new Model Y, like I've said, in America is starting at $48,990. In Canada, it's $69,990. And we all know that the Canadians don't want this anymore. They don't want the Model Y anymore. It took a tariff to wake most of them up. Some of them were already woken up. When it comes to NIO, the CEO said that the new models that will be released this year, the ET5 Touring, EC6, etc., etc., the price will not be more than the current older models. You heard that right. And people still didn't understand how amazing that is. You see, guys, Tesla had to raise their prices due to high labor cost here in America, due to the fact that the price of the materials have increased dramatically. Whereas with NIO, a lot of the things that we're doing now is in-house, so the competition is only now heating and ramping up. Because when the trolls, the negative Nancy's, the illiterates, the shorts were saying they should just stick to building cars, and why are they making their own chips? Why are they making their own Skyos, which will replace Linux? Why are they making their own driverless technology? They can outsource that like the other EV makers in China. Now you see why. You see also, NIO has a habit of not lowering the price of their EVs so as to, we've seen what has happened when other EV companies in China do that. And when Tesla does it repeatedly, it angers customers because, like my son, he works part-time in a pharmacy while he's in college. And one of the guys who worked there, pharmacist, sadly, he bought one of this disgusting filth Model 3. And he was really disappointed when a couple months later, the price of it dropped dramatically. So he has lost a lot of money almost instantly. With a NIO, not only does your EV retain its value, because you can rent the battery if you so desire. You can also charge and buy the battery, but if you rent the battery, your EV retains a lot of its value for many years to come. This is the difference. So what else is happening? Sorry to be going off on this rant, guys, but the new CEO of Onvo, Shenfei, has already started genius moves to ensure the ramp up of Onvo and to bring popularity to it, just like we did with the Neo brand, where we outsold Mercedes, Audi, BMW, and Porsche combined. He's also now doing this, and it shows with our main brand, where we have increased our sales year over year by 40% in the first quarter, but yet people are panicking. Whereas Tesla has fell 16% year over year in the first quarter. BYD fell in the first quarter. No, sorry, not BYD. Xpeng, Xiaomi, they all fell in the first quarter. But also, as I go into this article, you will see the genius and why NIO is superior in every way possible, and why superior product and superior customer service will win the day, and this is why I keep buying. NIO sub-brand Onvo on yesterday, announced a new round of incentives for its debut model, the L60, a direct competitor to the Tesla Model Y, marketing the first campaign under the brand's new president, Dr. Shen Fei. Alan I, the previous chief of mass market brand, said he was stepping down, and we all know about that. Customer who placed a deposit for the L60 now, the Ladao, the Onvo, by the end of this month, this is only going till the end of this month, will receive a $825 worry-free charging package. People keep forgetting our cars are also chargeable. We're the only EV company in the world that is swappable, where you can swap the battery in less than 3 minutes. Upgradable, where if you're going on a long trip, you can get a battery that takes you even longer before you have to swap. So we're swappable, we're chargeable, and we're upgradable. The only EV company in the world as of now that can do that. Well, the partnerships that teamed up with us will also be able to do it in the near future. They're coming as well to pay us revenue. It says, which can be used towards public charging, home charging installation, and battery upgrades. Home charging installation, this is the first time they're giving incentives for that, which I believe is a huge and a big deal, because this is a family vehicle. So you want home charging. Home charging is expensive, even here in America, to have them come and install it. So this was a genius move yet again, guys. Based on the estimated 4 battery swaps per month, so they'll be getting 4 battery swaps per month. The package amounts to about 2 years of free charging, with the installation and everything, with the cost that they'll be saving, to help bring awareness to the brand of Onvo. Genius, just like we did with our main brand NIO. And also, guys, I also wanted to mention, remember we were talking about Onvo should be displaying their cars in the NIO showroom. Well, they're doing it now. They are doing it now. So when people walk in and they say, oh, well, what's that one? Oh, that's our premium sub-brand. Would you like to take a look at that one instead? If you can't afford this one, we have this for you. And that also has a 5-star safety rating. And I spoke about that in one of my previous videos. And sorry, I don't mean to be going off on rants here, guys, but I spoke about this on one of my last videos, where a car ran into a into a NIO, and the car was decimated, where the NIO was just barely dented up in the back. It happened yet again. This is how strong the body of a NIO is. And I believe it was an EC6 or something like that. And we talked about how the Xiaomi SU7 got into a crash recently, and it was totally decimated, just like the Model 3 is totally decimated a couple of years ago. With that crash when they ran into the NIO ET5. Well, the Xiaomi was totally decimated, totally. It burnt down, it smashed into pieces, and sadly 3 people lost their lives. So this is why I keep emphasizing on 5-star safety rating. We should probably have a 10-star safety rating. That is how superior our EVs are. And a lot of people are realizing in China now, this is why we keep outselling all of those brands that I mentioned, the BMW, the high-end. Buyers will also receive 5 years of complimentary access to Onvo's intelligent driving. The company-assisted driving service valued at 19,000 yuan, which is $2,640. Existing owners, so not to anger them, who have already taken delivery of the vehicle will be granted an additional 2 years of the service at no extra cost. Genius again, superior customer service. The incentive stack with Onvo existing 5-year interest-free financing scheme. They have an existing 5-year interest-free financing scheme which allow buyers to secure the L60 with a $6,190 down payment and monthly installments of $320. The plan carries no processing fees. And we all know about that here in America when you go to buy a car. I don't know about Europe, guys. Put it in the comment for my European subscribers. But here there's a lot of processing fees as well. Shenfei, Dr. Shenfei, who took over Onvo, shared the promotion on Chinese social media. In the bright, and this is what he said, guys, in the bright and beautiful April sunshine, take the Neo Onvo L60, the Neo Onvo L60. So they are listening to us. They are marking it now as a Neo-made vehicle. I love it. I love it. So let me say it again. In the bright and beautiful April sunshine, take the Neo Onvo L60 for a spin. It's 6,000 yuan charging gift pack, maybe not quite enough to circle the earth a few times, Shenfei wrote. So drive more this spring, enjoy the lovely scenery, and let more people see the L60. Genius! So now they are finally saying it's a Neo Onvo. It is made by Neo, and they rightfully should, because it's a superior sub-brand. The company missed delivery targets, as we all know. So with all these incentives, and now with the marketing, putting it in a Neo store showroom, one of them, to showcase it as well, and marketing it as a Neo Onvo, and with the incentive package, we should see a massive ramp up coming. Earlier this week, the new brand chief and former Neo Power head stated that he generally agrees that the company should not overemphasize battery swapping and highlight other unique selling points. And he's absolutely right about that as well, because we always think, a lot of people think it's just battery swapping. No, we're not just battery swapping. Although I have done battery swapping before, I generally agree that we should not overemphasize battery swapping. For example, for the L60, we should first emphasize that this is a very well-rounded car that leads in all aspects. The executive wrote, especially healthy and comfortable large space, smart cockpit, digital intelligent experience, energy saving, and long range, including 5-star safety, well, you guys get the point. Safety is of utmost importance when you're buying a family vehicle. After saying all this, there may still be some competing models that make users feel a little hesitant. So let's then throw out 3 unique competitive advantages of Neo the others cannot imitate. They cannot imitate. They may make something that looks like us, but it is not us. Will the real Neo please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. A little M&M for you guys. Fashion stated before naming them. These include the most convenient energy replenishment, including battery swapping, lifetime battery warranty. No one else can do that. And the very important partner-style service inherited from Neo. Service, that premium service that no one else gives, that is inherited by Neo. Now you get it with an Onvo. So I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the game is played in Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.